It's March 2019, and as some of you may have noticed, I've been away for a month. And while I was gone, Lego Movie 2 has come and almost went. Well, even though I'm a month behind on the sets that were released, there is at least one that I want to take a look at. Hi everyone, I'm Mac, and this is Lego Movie 2 set 70829, Emmett and Lucy's Escape Buggy. Oh, what a day! What a lovely day! Hi everyone, sorry I've been away. I moved and things got a little tied up for a while, but everything is settled in now, so I'm back and I wanted to take a look at this piece right here. I'm not a collector that's into buying every piece of a certain line. That's not how I pick the sets I want. And to be honest, there weren't a lot of sets from the Lego Movie 2 that really did much for me. The three that I liked most were Emmett and Benny's Build and Fix Workshop, Sweet Mayhem's Sistar Starship, and of course this piece right here, the Escape Buggy. So let's get to it. Fair warning, possible spoilers ahead. First, I have to say that I do like the post-apocalyptic look that some of the LM2 sets have going on. You definitely see it more with Lucy than you do with Emmett, but even Emmett is showing some signs of wear as you can see the fade in the reflective stripes of his vest. But I love that he still has that optimistic, some might say naive smile on his face, like there's nothing wrong in the world, as it crumbles down around him. Lucy is a little bit more realistic, or perhaps nihilistic, in her outlook on things, and her new mold is more accurately reflective of what is happening in the world around our heroes. Armed with a crossbow and a shield fashioned from a stop sign, by the way, I love how it's painted to say never stop, Lucy, like much of this set, looks like someone that stepped out of the world of Mad Max, and that is why I love this set so much. The quiver of arrows, the scarf, the goggles, even her face printing all show a shift from the techno ninja that she was in Lego Movie to the full survival mode in Lego Movie 2. The printing on both these characters is what you would expect out of them. Despite the aforementioned fade to his reflective stripes, Emmett is pretty much exactly the same as when he came out of the Lego Movie. Lucy has much of the same torso coloring she had as Wild Style, but this time her legs are dual molded black and brown, giving her the appearance of brown pants with black leather boots. The negative space of her torso is brown this time around instead of black, and while I understand why they did this, I don't like this. It looks very awkward. It would have been better if they would have just stuck with the black. Both of them have printing on their backs, which is what you would expect, Lucy's color pattern and Emmett's vest. Also, they both have secondary faces. Lucy may not be exactly happy, but she looks more at peace than her primary brooding face. Emmett, of course, looks like he's in the grip of panic. Along with the minifigs this set comes with, it also claims to come with 3 buildable figures as well. But let's be honest, the only real buildable figure is Metalbeard. The other two we have are Star and Heart. These two aren't so much figures as they are adorable weapons of mass destruction. Living missiles. I do like the new molds for the bodies of these two, especially Heart, where we get some unique pieces for this figure. And then there's Metalbeard, which is just a head perched on a treasure chest, and would you want it any other way? Metalbeard has his pirate hat with plumage, a printed-on metal eye patch, and of course his big metal beard. He's an interesting creature sitting astride his treasure chest, a far cry from the micromanager stomping mech body he had in the first movie. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. But I can tell you this, now that I have a Metalbeard head, he's going to end up connected to spaceships, mechs, tanks, all kinds of build. Things are going to get weird. Inside the chest is, well, not a treasure. We have 2 old bones and 2 sausages. I don't know why he's hoarding these items, but hey, to each their own. One last bit before we get on to the big star of this set is this stuff. A stack of discs that represents just something being on fire, a barrel maybe, and this thing. The action feature is basic and something we've seen before and is probably just there to give Star and Heart something to blow up. When I first saw this piece with those red triangles in the chest, I thought this might have had something to do with Yellowbeard's treasure. But no, it really does look like just something to send stuff flying through the air. And finally, on the minifig side, and I purposely saved this one for last, we have Furiosa. Okay, her name is actually Sharkira, but I mean, come on, look at her. If Sharkira wasn't meant to be a nod to Furiosa, then someone is lying about the inspiration behind this entire set. She has a steampunk-looking cyborg leg, and of course a helmet visor with a shark mouth on it. Everything about her is leather and metal, giving her a very decidedly post-apocalyptic look. i.e. Mad Max Fury Road. By the way, if you haven't seen Mad Max Fury Road yet, go watch it right now, then come back. These references will make a lot more sense. Her helmet has a visor, and her visor is, of course, a shark mouth, hence Sharkira. Underneath the helmet is a smirking painted face with a gray stripe across her eyes. She doesn't have a hairpiece, but I don't have an issue with this, as I just assume that Sharkira shaved her head. Such is the life of a desert wastelander. Her printing continues on the back and her torso, with the leather and metal motif carrying over as well. Unlike Lucy and Emmett, Sharkira only has one face. As you can see, she was given a crowbar for an accessory, or a weapon, however you want to look at it. I have to admit that I am impressed with the amount of detail that LEGO put into a character that has 1 or 2 lines in the movie, and I am very thankful for that as well. This fig is a fantastic addition to a minifig collection, and she will definitely be on display. And finally, that brings us to the centerpiece of this set, the Giga Horse. And yes, I know this isn't the Giga Horse, just like Sharkira isn't Furiosa, but I mean, look at this thing. You can't tell me inspiration wasn't pulled from Mad Max for this, and the name Escape Buggy just doesn't do it justice in its awesomeness. Nitrous tanks, harpoon gun, chains, turn signal, skull, racing stripes, pneumatic tires, windshield wipers, hood scoop, side view mirrors, pipes, supercharged engine, and wild style. The thing is a beast and was everything I hoped it would be when I bought it. For the sake of play, the doors on the side do open, but to practically get minifigs inside, the top lifts off. Down inside is room for 2 minifigs to sit side by side, as well as a gauged panel. It should be noted that that is a sticker, and not only is that a sticker, but all printing you see here are stickers. There are no printed pieces on this model. The hood of the buggy lifts up and reveals a quad bank of what I'm assuming are rocket launchers, which is awesome. If they had actually used these in the movie, the buggy may have lasted a little longer than it did. The front of the buggy bounces on its suspension. The entire lower section of the buggy here is built primarily on Technic pieces. While the front has working suspension, the rear is static, but it does have those big, beefy tires. On the front and rear of the suspension system are pieces made to look like shock absorbers, but the bottom of them aren't attached to anything. They just kind of hang there and move when you press down on the hood. At the rear are brown pegs that just rest on the Technic pieces. I do wish they had found a solid way to anchor them, and I know that's a minor complaint to an otherwise awesome set, but it does seem like a cheat when the rest of the model is so well put together. Also, with the 4 launchers under the hood and the harpoon gun mounted on the passenger side, I'm actually surprised this piece doesn't have any built-in launch features like stud launchers under the hood, or even a flick launcher off to the side for the harpoon gun. All in all, this and the Sistar Starship were the 2 that I was excited about most when I saw them, and the Escape Buggy did not disappoint. It's big, bigger than I was expecting, and looks great. And despite the few minor issues I have with this piece, I think this is one of the standout sets of 2019 already. The set is called Emmett and Lucy's Escape Buggy, but I have other plans for it. You may remember a few months ago I picked up the Nightmare Batman minifig at the LEGO store and was wondering how I was going to display him. Well, I think I just figured it out. Bruce and Sharkira are going to be tearing up the desert in this beast. This is the first set I've bought in a while from LEGO where I thought, yes, I got a lot of stuff for what I paid. The price-to-part ratio is good and truthfully sits where most reasonably priced LEGO sets sit, but for the price I just feel like I got a lot of stuff with this set. 3 minifigs, one of them being unique and new and very well done, a mini Metal Beard build, Star and Heart, the Exploding Action build, and of course the Escape Buggy itself. If you are on the fence about this piece and you haven't picked it up yet, all I can say is go out and buy it. It's easy to watch a video like this and wonder if it's worth it, but trust me, once it's in your hands, you'll thank yourself for getting it. Everyone, thank you for joining me on this comeback video. As I said before, I do apologize that I was gone for so long, but I plan on getting back on track with everything. If you liked the video, please help turn that sad gray thumbs up into a happy blue one. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe. If you are a subscriber, thank you for supporting the channel and helping it grow. Check us out on Instagram @BrickandTire, and don't forget to find us on Facebook. Play well, everyone, and as always, thank you for watching.